All right, guys, I got a Quake tournament coming up on January 6th. It's been a while. It's been a while. And it's also been a while since I not just played Quake Duel, but also since I really kind of was grinding aim training. I've been off really the last month and a half or so a little bit rusty. And we got a new mouse. Like if you checked out the last video, we'll be using the LAMZU Maya and trying to get good with this mouse. And I love it for $90. I can't believe the quality, just the feel of it. It's fantastic. And the first thing I've noticed now with messing around with it very quickly, and again, I'll do a more in-depth review of it, is that one of the reasons why it provides the additional stability I'm looking for, because, those of you that saw the last video, you saw that I was sort of, complaining about, well, how much I love this mouse, the Starlight 12 Small, but with so much clearance between the mouse and my hand with my fingertip grip, and because I kind of switch my grips a little bit here and there, sometimes I just really have issues with stability. And that really has an issue with tracking and even deceleration and just all sorts of small trade-offs that tend to happen with that problem that makes it harder to control. So when I found the LAMZU Maya very recently, thank you Faint Motion for the recommendation, I'm noticing already that there's some more contact points just because of the increased size in certain areas of the mouse. And one of those contact points is the rear part of the mouse and the sides, which gives me still the clearance in the middle of my palm, but I get kind of just a little bit more contact on the sides, and that is helping actually quite a lot so far, I've noticed. So I'm looking forward to seeing how my results can be with this mouse. But with that said, what's the training going to look like? So if we go back to this screen here, first of all, this is the tournament that I'll be playing in, Project Velocity. They're a new Quake Live League, and they've got this sort of exhibition tournament that's running on January 6th, and there's already quite a few people who have signed up. Some interesting names that I recognize: Grego from C9 and Apex. I'm not sure what he's doing now in terms of his competition, but Kali FPS, I believe Overwatch player originally is really, really sick mechanically. I've played a lot against him in Diabolical as well. Lex, also somebody that's been playing a lot of Quake and is a pretty known name. I think Yulbars is really good from what I remember. Might even be perhaps one of the favorites for this tournament. Really have to see, because it's a map pool of just like 3 maps. Where's the map pool? I don't think I can see it here, but it's like Campgrounds, DM6, it is Aerowalk, and it is Blood Run. So it's like the 3 most popular maps that people compete on. So anyway, with all of that kind of like laid out, oh, we've already got bracket. Oh, I'm going to be playing Lex pretty quickly. As long as I avoid dual bars, I'll be all right, I think. I'll be all right. Yeah, I avoid him. Anyway, well, like my side of the bracket. Anyway, okay, so how does the Voltaic Daily Improvement Method work? And what will I be doing? Because it's going to take, obviously, this is not like you're going to play this for a week and you're going to be amazing. It's going to, be a slog. You gotta spend a lot of time with your training. So there's a great, I'll drop this link in the description of the video so you can check it out too. But this is the document, and basically the idea is, obviously you guys can read it in more detail, but the idea is, as I already mentioned, you want to improve at the benchmarks and get your scores up, but do it a little bit more quickly. And so I just very quickly, if you guys can see, where my benchmark scores are at the moment. I've got master level on some of these, and I'm kind of close in the tracking and switching departments, but for some reason my static, well, I say for some reason, I understand why my static has been a problem. Again, this is going to be another good point, I think, to talk about in a separate video. So you guys who may also be struggling with this, we can have more sort of information as to maybe what things you can do, or, why that might be. And we can talk about the sort of the aim theory behind the static aiming a little bit more. And yeah, so this is my scores. So because my level here, I already understand, okay, I'm around like an intermediate level. That's what this benchmark is, because I haven't completed it yet. So I'm still in the intermediate level, even if I'm towards the upper end of it. So you would go to, your rank distribution. You see, okay, intermediate, cool, gold, complete up to master. That's where I am. And then the idea with this is that you play like a playlist per day of the week, and that allows you to kind of isolate the different skills. And then with the isolation of the different skills, what you'll be able to do is better troubleshoot what the actual issues are, and then be able to address them. And on top of that, the way that the playlists are designed, you can see the different days of the week here. So static clicking, dynamic clicking, precise tracking. So the way that the playlists are designed is, you'll go through, 40 tasks. So that's like 40 minutes of work. Maybe if you take a break, maybe up to an hour. And different parts will be able to allow you to focus on different parts of the aim theory or the skills. So it's basically just a more intentional and deliberate way to get the practice in. So you're not just bashing your head against the same task over and over, but you get the same type of task, but with different versions that focus on different parts of the aiming theory, so that you're able to then be like, okay, this task kind of dials in my deceleration a little bit more, or in this task I can see that, you know, this one aspect of the aim theory is a problem, and so I have to really focus on that. Whereas if you're actually playing the actual benchmark, you're going to be focused just on trying to just push your score there, and you're not going to be able to break it down as quite into as much detail as easily. So that's really the idea here between the Voltaic Daily Improvement Method. And so it's because it's Friday, you know, much like the document has said here, Friday is the speed switching. So you get these different playlists for it. So you just click off of the document and you'll get your playlist to pop up. So I click the intermediate one because that's where I'm at. And then all of this pops up and you can just work your way through it. So I'm going to give you guys sort of a, I suppose, update as I do the training, as you know, things progress. But I wanted to make an initial video here because I think a lot of people don't know about this method, and this method is actually has done really, really well for many people, as opposed to just playing the benchmarks, which is something I've also advocated in the past, because it's not like it doesn't work. It does definitely work for improvement to play the benchmarks, but I would definitely recommend you guys go through the Voltaic Daily Improvement Method. And you know, huge shout outs to, you know, LG56, Low Gravity 56, who put a lot of this together, and he's made so many training tasks in AimLab and so on. So you know, huge shout outs to him, and of course, like the rest of the aiming community that are responsible for this method. So you know, you guys can give it a try too, and you know, let me know how you feel about it, what you think, and I hope you get your results. I hope you get all of the results that you're looking for, and we'll rise up the benchmarks together. And I'm hoping to be able to get towards Celestial. You know, I want to get like a really respectable you know, chunk of scores here in the advanced benchmarks. That's the goal. So, and as that's happening, I think there'll be a lot of interesting revelations along the way, which I'll share with you guys. So with all of that said, I hope you guys have a good holiday, and I'll see you soon.